beautiful people, and welcome to this week's weekly reading vlog. It is currently 7:25 on Monday. I was in the office today working, and I had my vlog go up late today because for some reason it just sat on processing all day, and it is now there. So I apologise for it being late if you were waiting for it at the usual time of 12, but hopefully this vlog will be up at its usual time. Fingers crossed that there is no problems. This week, reading wise, I have already finished a book today. I listened to Daisy Jones and the Six. I read that physically a couple of years ago when it first came out, and I listened to the audiobook today, and that is a totally different experience. I've rated that 5 stars because it was like a full cast. It really kept me going, and I basically demolished it while I was at the office today. So we are one book down already for the week. I also have Crave that I'm still reading, and I don't have a lot of it to go. So I did really want to get this finished last week, but it didn't happen. So I'm on page 363, and I'm away to get some reading done this evening, and then I'm getting myself an early night because I'm up at 5:30. So I want to get a good 50 pages or so of this done this evening, but we'll just have to wait and see. And then tomorrow I'm going to be listening to the audiobook Wildflower by Barrymore, and it's spoken by Barrymore as well whilst I'm in the office, so I'm quite excited about that. So that'll be 2 books done in the space of 2 days. I think my yearly goal is sitting at 21 out of 60, so I've still got a long way to go until I get to 60, but it is only the 17th of April, so I'm feeling quite positive and quite excited about my reading goal this year. Usually I set it a bit lower and I kind of just make it, but with the addition of audiobooks, it really has changed my reading, and I am definitely getting more reading done. So I understand how people manage to do hundreds of books in a year if they listen to audiobooks and read physically as well, because it brings different experiences to reading. And when I'm in the office for 8 hours in a day, that's 8 hours of wasted reading time in my opinion. So it's really nice to be able to have an audiobook on while I'm working away, and Daisy Jones and the Six was that today, and I was very pleasantly surprised by how amazing that full cast was, and I can't wait to watch the adaptation on Amazon Prime. I've been waiting for that to come into my borrow box for so long because obviously it's really popular with the TV series coming out, and I've been putting off watching the TV series until I reread it, but I am ready to reread it. But I think Daniel wants to read it as well, so I think I'm gonna have to wait until he listens to it and then we'll get it watched. So eventually I'm gonna get it watched. But yes, I'm gonna stop sitting here and speaking away, and I will do some reading. Hello my beautiful people, happy Tuesday. I'm not long out of the shower, as you can see. Daniel and I this evening went to TK Maxx, and we went to McDonald's and we played Pokemon Go Spotlight Hour, and I got a shiny and Daniel didn't. Daniel's not happy. I just thought I'd pop on here and just show you some of the books I got in TK Maxx. They've got a lot of the Penguin Clothbound classics, so I picked up 2. So I got A Room of One's Own by Virginia Woolf, and it was $8.99, which is pretty cool. And I also got Animal Farm by George Orwell in the Clothbound Classic for $8.99 as well. I do already own both of these books, but not in these editions, so I couldn't resist and picked them up and bought them. And then Daniel, well, actually, I picked this up originally, and then Daniel was like, "Ooh, but I really want that edition." So then I decided that Daniel could buy it, but I'm still salty about it. He got the Beyond Good and Evil by Friedrich Nietzsche. Nietzsche? That's right, isn't it? Yeah. Got it for $8.99. I like the size of this book, and it feels nice. And do you know what I like about the Clothbound Classics, Daniel? They've got bookmarks. Did you know
What
that?
I like about that one?
The fact that I don't have it.
That it's mine.
So yeah. Reading update wise, I started Wildflower by Barrymore. That is a really good audiobook. I've only got an hour of that left, so I will hopefully get it finished tomorrow, but I'll wait and see because I'm doing training at work, so probably won't get a chance to do that. And then I read about 40 pages of Crave, so I think I'm on like 413, 414. So I'm slowly but surely making progress through that book. I will hopefully have it finished this week. We will just wait and see. But that is all I want to pop on and say today, because it is currently 9:05 and I'm going to bed because that's what I do. So I'm going to say good night and I'll see you in the morning. Well, I'll see you tomorrow. Are you going to say good night, Daniel?
Good night.
See you later.
Sit tight. To be true, and when you dance, I'm in the groove. You make me move, you make me move. You got it all inside of you. Feel it to be true, and when you dance, I'm in the groove. You make me move, you make me move.
Hello, my beautiful people. Happy Friday. I have not physically spoke to you guys for a wee while because I have not been well. So that's really annoying, and I've been off sick as well. So I've just been at home resting and feel like garbage. I did manage to do some reading yesterday, so the other days I was just in my bed and was just trying to sleep us off, basically. I don't even know if it's helped because I woke up this morning and I felt worse than I did yesterday, and it's like, how? I don't understand. Surely 2 days in bed would make it better, but apparently not. So I finished Crave yesterday and I gave it 4 stars. I think I read about 150 pages or something yesterday, which is quite impressive, and I really enjoyed it. It was really good. There was a twist in it that I wasn't expecting, and I was pleasantly surprised by it. It's not like my new favourite book, so that's why it didn't become a 5-star, but I really enjoyed it. And if you are a fan of Twilight, I would highly recommend it because it does have a lot of that vibes in it, but it's like a modern version. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. I kind of want to start Crush today, but I'm not sure because that's like another 500 odd page book, and that's quite a commitment, and I don't know if I'd finish that before the end of April. And I do have a TBR that I'm kind of ignoring, and Crave took me ages to read for some reason. I don't know why it took me so long to read that, but it did. But yeah, I just wanted to check in and say hello because I've not physically spoken to you. But now you understand why. I have filmed little snippets of like the boys and stuff. Hi, Frankie. Hi. So and little Nas Pants is behind us. So yeah, I have filmed little bits and pieces, but I've just not been speaking because I feel like garbage. Someone watching the birds? Surprised you haven't ran to the window yet. So focused. Hello, my beautiful people. Happy Saturday. I am feeling a bit better. It doesn't sound like I feel a lot better, but I do. Sorry, I was picking at my face. So today is Saturday. It's 10:30. Reading wise, I got through 30 pages of Crush yesterday. So the cliffhanger that ended on Crave, I've kind of got a conclusion as to what happens next, so that was good. I have a lot to do today, so I really need to gain myself some energy because I need to de-weed the garden today, and I'm going to take you guys with me. I have quite a large garden and I am not green fingered in any way, shape, or form, but in the summertime, I love spending time in the garden. And the weeds are just so big. I'm going to show you guys. It's actually diabolical. Like, on my street, they must look at my garden and just go, what the hell? Like, this girl just doesn't garden. And that's right, I don't. So Daniel is currently at work and he works on Saturdays. So he's at work. I have a lawnmower and I have a strimmer. My lawnmower, I don't know if I told you guys last year, but I tried to build it and I gave up. I'm terrible at building things and it was just not a successful thing. So basically, all the screws and everything got shoved into the lawnmower and then shoved back into the shed, and that is where it has been since last year. And my grass is like needing cut so badly. Excuse my windows as well, by the way. The back windows of the house need replaced. They're all wooden, but they're all like molding and rotting away, which is not good, but it's really expensive to buy windows. So I'm currently saving up to buy windows. I was really close to having all the money for the windows, and then there was the big problem with all the sockets and not working. So that kind of took priority because obviously you need electricity. So I am kind of like back to stage one with trying to save up for my windows. So hopefully, fingers crossed, next year new windows will happen. But until then, it's not happening. But yes, so Daniel's working. He is going to come home and build the lawnmower and complete it. And Daniel is planning on either cutting the grass tomorrow or Monday because he's off on a Monday. So he's going to be doing that. But I have the task of de-weeding the garden. And it's one of those things, it's going to take absolutely ages to do. And I'm really weird about putting weed killer down because we've got a lot of like neighborhood cats, and weed killer is obviously really not good for cats. It's not good for like foxes or anything as well, and we get a lot of foxes. So I'm going to have to just do all of this manually. Last year I did put like salt and vinegar solutions down, but it did nothing because they've all come back as thick boys and are going to be a pain in the ass to remove from the garden. But I bought a gardening kit last year with like all the little tools and like a little nail mat and like gloves and everything, and just never used it. So this year I'm going to be using it. Daniel loves garden type stuff, so it's quite handy that Daniel has moved in here and Daniel wants to take charge of the garden. I'm totally on board with that because I just don't have the energy for that at all. But the weeding side of things is something that I can do. It's a pain in the butt, but I need to do something in the garden so that Daniel is not left doing the whole of the garden. And then I need to come in. I want to only spend like a couple hours out there doing it. I don't want to be out there all day, and the sun is currently out, so it would actually be nice to get some fresh air because I've been stuck in the house since Tuesday because I've not been well. So maybe a little bit of sun will help me get over whatever the hell this is that has made me unwell. But I'm going to take you guys out with me, but I'm only going to spend about 2 hours, and then I'm going to come back in and I'm going to clean the house because we've got things like the recycling to be emptied. Having 5 cats, there is just stuff everywhere, so I just need a sense of calm and peace, and I need to get that sorted. I filmed a clip this morning of me trying to feed them. It's so difficult to feed 5 cats because you literally have to count to 5 to make sure that everyone's got a bowl and that everybody's like eating their own food and that they're eating enough of their food and that other ones aren't eating everybody's food. It's a whole thing. Like, feeding times is mental. I am thinking of filming a video about merging cats and things. I don't know if that's something that all of my people out there that watch the videos is interested in, but Daniel and I want to film a video and just kind of go through our experience of merging cats because merging 5 cats together is a task. And just sort of saying what worked for us, what didn't work for us. So that will hopefully be coming at some point. I'm not entirely sure when. Daniel has got his desk in here, so we have our desks back to back. We also want to work on a podcast together, so the 2 desks facing each other is going to be perfect. We have so many plans and so many things, like we both have very similar interests, so it's kind of cool that we're going to collaborate on things. But yes, I am going to get a brown because I slept in this, and I am going to put on comfy clothes, and I'm going to go outside, and I'm going to take you guys with me, and I'm going to listen to an audiobook because I have an hour left of Drew Barrymore's Wildflower. I'm going to get that finished, and then I think I need to start Harry Potter, the last one, the Half-Blood Prince, no, Deathly Hallows, because I think I've only got that from the library for 15 more days, and it's like 23 hours long, so I really need to get a start on that, like, now. But I might change my mind and do a shorter one so that it's more productive. Who knows? But hopefully this evening, Daniel and I are just going to chill and do some reading. Well, I know I want to do some reading. I don't know if I'll read Crush or if I'm going to read a couple of volumes of Solo Leveling. I don't really know what I'm in the mood for. I just know that I need to be productive and get a move on. So I'm not going to sit here any longer and speak to you guys. I'm going to get out there, take you to the garden, and I'll show you the situation that I'm dealing with. Hello, my beautiful people, and happy Sunday. I am feeling a lot better today. I was still quite ropey yesterday, but today I've just got pressure kind of here, and I'm a little bit sniffly, and that's pretty much it. I never updated you guys yesterday, but I finished Wildflower by Drew Barrymore. I'm pretty sure I didn't update you. I gave it 5 stars, really enjoyed it, really liked learning about how she grew up and like her relationship with her mum and things. Really enjoyed it. So if you like Drew Barrymore, highly recommend her book. I just find her really funny, really down to earth, and just open and honest, and that's what I like. So highly recommend that. And it's read by her, the audiobook as well, which is a plus. I like when a biography is read by the author on Audible. So that was what I spent my credit on last month, and I'm so glad that I did. And I'm also so glad that I own that because I can go back and read that whenever I want to. After I last spoke to you and I was in the garden, I had to put down quite a lot of weed killer because some of the weeds were just too thick and too strong. The dandelion weed thickness, like the roots, absolute nightmare. So I had to put weed killer down. Today is a really rainy day, so I'm not going out in the garden. But after I came in from the garden yesterday, I had to sort the spare room because we needed space there for Daniel to get like his TV and things in. His desk and things are in now, but his TV was not. And his room is that room is kind of taken over by bags full of his books because his bookcases are going behind here. So everything's kind of coming together, but it took me like 3.5 hours to go through everything and sort through everything to get it in a stage where he could move that stuff in. So that's why I spent that doing. And then last night we watched The Sweetest Thing. I was really upset. They took out the song, like the penis song. They took that out of the version that we watched, which was really upsetting because that is such a good scene and such a catchy song. So then after we watched the movie, I had to then show him it on YouTube so he knew what I was talking about. And then we watched the new Ghostbusters movie. It's not new anymore, but like the one that's got Melissa McCarthy and things in it, because Daniel had never seen it. And I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I never watched it originally thinking this is a new Ghostbusters film, it's going to be exactly the same, but it's just going to be females. I didn't look at it that way, and then I really enjoyed it. And he really enjoyed it as well, and he thought it was really funny. So if you're being put off by watching it because you think it's going to be like the original, don't think that way. Just go into it with an open mind and just take it for what it is. That it's a funny, piss take movie with a similar concept to Ghostbusters. That's the way to go into that. Also, I am wearing my glasses. These are different glasses than you guys would have seen me wear before. I got these ones at the same time as I got like my pink ones and stuff. I generally wear my pink ones all the time, but I've never actually wore these since I got them because I feel like they might be too Harry Potter-esque. So I am trying to embrace them and wear them because it's such a waste of money if I don't wear them. And Daniel said to me yesterday that they suited me and that I should wear them more. So I am trying to wear them more. So you might see these on my face more often. I'm not sure if I'm going to wear them into the office or not tomorrow because I don't know how comfortable I feel with them. But they've got like the nice little pattern on them, the same as these ones do. I think the make of them is Liberty. If you're interested, I got them in Specsavers. But yeah, so I'm trialing them and seeing how I feel. It is currently 12:07 and I have just been sitting in front of the TV catching up with YouTube videos and not done any reading. I do plan on doing a little bit of reading later on once this kind of pressury, sinusy headache has hopefully gone. But we will just have to wait and see. But I have been up for quite some time, been up for about 4 or 5 hours. So I've just been having a really lazy Sunday. I'm a bit achy and stuff from moving stuff about yesterday and like doing a lot of stuff. So I'm having quite a chill day today. I think we need to go out and do some food shopping. We do have food, but we don't have a lot of food like to last us a week, and it saves us having to go food shopping later on in the week. But yeah, I just thought I'd pop on and do like a little update, and hopefully I'm going to read some of Crush tonight, but I don't know if I'm going to read some Solo Leveling volumes. I'm like so torn when it comes to that, but Crush is like a 670 page book and I want to get that finished by the end of April, and the TBR that I did for April just seems to not be happening now. But I might read it. I've got like a manga. I think I've got 2 or 3 mangas. I think I've got Attack on Titan Volume 1, Blood on the Tracks Volume 1, and also Remina by Genji Ito. So I'm going to try and maybe battle them out tonight, and then at least that's 3 off of my TBR that I originally said I was reading. But I think for this month I've only read 3 books so far, and to do a monthly wrap-up video I need to have it a bit longer than only 3 books. So I need to persevere. Watch this space. Hello, my beautiful people. Some time has passed. I've read 15 pages of Crush and that is it. Maybe more than that. I can't remember. 25 maybe? I don't know. But anyway, I am going to pop you here. I'm going to end the vlog here. It is currently 8:25. I'm really tired. I need to have a shower and then I need to go to bed, and then I'm in the office tomorrow. But I should be in the office an hour early tomorrow, and then I will be sitting in the coffee shop in the gym while my dad goes to the gym tomorrow. So I should get a good chunk of reading done tomorrow, and then hopefully in next week's vlog I'll maybe finish Crush. I highly doubt it, but you never know. And then I have my new Audible credit that's just come in today, so I need to figure out what that's going to be, so I'll probably tell you that in next week's vlog because I haven't really decided. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this vlog. It's been a bit of a random one, but I hope you have a good day, week, evening, whatever time it is while you're watching this, and I will see you next time at the same time, same place. Bye.